Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome to the start of this playthrough of Scorn, a game that I've been looking forward to since it was first announced, 5 or 6 years ago? It was originally a Kickstarter-funded game, and then they would have had to break it up into 2 episodes at one point, because they couldn't afford to make it all as one, and then eventually, I guess they found some publisher backing, and they combined it back into a single game. Though it is interesting that they were going to break it up into those 2 episodes, because I've heard that it's only about 5 or 6 hours long. So would it have just been 2 really short games if they had broken it up? Anyhow, something I want to say right off the bat, if you're just getting into this and haven't really read too much about it, this is a puzzle game. This is a first-person puzzle game for the most part. They kind of foolishly advertised it early on as being a survival horror, where shooting is an integral mechanic and you have very limited ammunition, but instead I've heard that it's mostly a first-person puzzle game, and then sometimes you will have a gribbly critter that you need to put down, or just avoid. The combat is, I've heard, the weakest part of the game. It is kind of unnecessary and probably added in because it was early on going to be a more essential part of the game, and then they kind of scaled that back. But I've been looking forward to this. This is a game that uses a sort of combination art style between H.R. Giger and Zadislaw Beksinski, I believe is how you pronounce it. I might have pronounced his first name wrong, but I'm pretty sure his last name is Beksinski, despite all of the, Polish accents on it. So that's kind of a mix of biomechanical, very dry biomechanical is more H.R. Giger style, without a lot of fleshy bits. It's just a lot of machines made in very organic shape, and a lot of machines that are basically just 2 people fucking. That was H.R. Giger's style. A lot of people tend to think that he is more fleshy because of Alien, his work on Alien, where you have a lot of that kind of gooey biomechanical design, but his thing was more machines. Whereas Beksinski does a lot of much more fleshy horror, so this is kind of combining those 2. He also does a lot of apocalyptic kind of paintings, or at least worlds that look like a mix of an apocalypse and hell. So this combines those 2 styles into a lot of very mechanical, fleshy devices covered in gooey flesh. So let's get in here. Let us awaken into the world of Scorn. And I'm happy to report this does in fact have Ansel photo mode, so we can get a lot of good shots of the environment, which is kind of the real star of this game. I don't think there's a lot of character or story beyond what you can kind of interpret, but the actual setting is apparently gorgeous, like being able to explore a gross but fascinating painting. So John Scorn awakes into the wasteland, with no idea why he's here, or what the hell is going on. So we woke up somewhere. We crawled around through the wasteland, and then we fell in a hole. I've also seen some people sort of compare their impressions of this, not from playing it, but from how it's advertised, as being similar to Agony. But whereas Agony was just a sloppy mess of, hey, look, isn't this so gross? Oh, isn't this so edgy? And didn't really have any direction to it, this apparently is very deliberate and does not suffer from the Agony problem. Okay, and we're in it. I might turn down sensitivity a little bit. I turned off motion blur, though, because I don't think we really need that. This isn't a game with a lot of fast motion. Camera settings, sensitivity. Bump that down a couple notches. Should be good. Could turn up FOV. I don't know what it's at right now, and I don't know why it has an exclamation mark. I think that means that, hey, it will use more power from your system if you turn up the FOV. Yeah. Graphical artifacts, glitches, and may significantly affect game visuals. Okay. They really don't want you to turn up FOV in this game. Okay. I just thought I would because it was there. That's still pretty quick. Very smooth, though. No hitching. So, before we get in here at all... Oh, okay. Now photo mode doesn't want to work. It was working the first time I launched this game. Whatever. We don't need it right this second. Let's see if there was a key binding for it. Heal, switch, inventory, aim, fire. Yeah, there's not a lot of controls. Alright. Wait, what is the interact key, though? Is it E or is it F? Use is... Okay, it's the left mouse button, so... I can't use this, I guess. Got a little mark on it, but... Can't do anything with it. Honestly, I might be able to bump up the graphics a little higher. Sorry, we're in that adjustment phase at the start of an LP where I kind of mess with everything a little bit. Motion blur's off. VSync is on. Oh, okay. It doesn't go higher than high. You have to do it manually. I guess everything was already up. All right. The only other thing I can do, I guess, is turn up resolution scale, but I don't actually see an option for that, so never mind. This is the way it is intended to look. I actually think the gamma is a little high, though. No, I don't want to go back to main menu. I keep almost hitting that. Video. It did that thing where you first launch it, where it's like, hey, adjust the brightness a little bit. Can I even... Yeah, turn this down a little bit more. It says barely visible, but I usually do like a notch above that when I'm going to record a game, because it ends up being darker than it should be. Yeah, that's better. Some kind of central device here. Well, I can't actually hop down, so I guess we won't investigate it. So yeah, we've just kind of plunged down into this tunnel system, which all seems very decayed. Whatever this place was meant to do, it doesn't seem to be doing it anymore. Oh, you know what? I think I do know what we actually are missing to open those doors. We need a little device on our hand that we don't have yet. That was one of the things they've shown off a few times. We have no way to activate this machinery yet. I mean, we're not looking so healthy to begin with. We look like we had a bad time of it before we got into that pod. No going back. So I guess this is a more comparable to something like Amnesia than it is to first-person shooter. Even if we do shoot sometimes. Yeah, sure. Stick your arm in there, why not? Any hole's a goal, right? There's a lot of body horror in this game if you didn't already expect that. So if that kind of thing squicks you out, you'll probably want to check out at some point. So yeah, we've fused this device to our arm now, and I think we can use it to interact. Alright, I guess I'll put my hand in here too. I think a lot of machinery is controlled like that. We stick our arms into the slots. Oh. I like that the door won't crush us, though. It's like, okay, well, if you're going through, go through. There's got to be something important on top of that. I'm glad that this is running really well, though, because people were saying that the demo they put out for, I think, the original Kickstarter backers a little bit before this came out. Actually, no, I guess it was just for influencers. But they were saying that it didn't run great. And this seems to be running fine at max. Okay. What does this one do? So it seems like we need to activate both of these at the same time, but obviously we can't do that by ourselves. So I think that's the way of this game, is you run into an obstacle like this, where it's clear you can't activate it yet. So you wander off to see what other things you can find that might be relevant to the puzzle. And then you get to a new area and you repeat. We got a crane here. Okay. So it looks like it's meant to take something off of that assembly line up there. But we don't have anything there. So we gotta find how to, I guess, move that down. Gotta move that gear up. What do we got up here? Broken. Nothing. Nothing. And that. Okay. So we were like an eyeball camera up above. And we have a bunch of something to activate here. Tracks. Okay. Okay, we can get a much easier view if we rotate down. So yeah, we have a rail that's going around this, but we have to find what we're actually trying to move before we can do anything with that. So, I guess that's all we can do right now in this area. Oh, wait, we got another one of these. This one might be something. Nope, apparently not. But the rail runs under it, so maybe we need some kind of minecart or something to drop whatever's in there into it. They really do just throw you into it with the first puzzle. Okay, let's follow the rail tracks. Nothing on this one. I'm gonna guess that's an elevator. Can you remove that from the track? Alright. So another crane that is meant to take something out of here. You think it would be satisfying to pull a switch down like that with your fingers in the little holes? Okay, well clearly we need something in the pod here before we can actually activate it. And that would presumably come out of this hole. So we need to find somewhere else. I bet this whole first video is just going to be this one puzzle, because it seems to have a lot of steps that I would assume lead to us opening this door. Gooey oil pump? Definitely pumps of some kind. A vat of bloody goop. What do we got going on in here? Got another pod thing. A shriveled fella who seems to have been eaten by the floor. Is that Scorn Man himself right there? Mr. Scorn? I have also read that there's a bit of a morality system in this, where there's multiple solutions to a puzzle, and some of them are seemingly bad and some of them are seemingly good, but I don't know if those are actually, like, you know, affecting the ending or anything, or if it's just your own morality that is tested by them. Okay. So clearly we have the potential to put something in that chair and saw it up. But we've yet to find this mysterious thing that we need to put into any of these machines. Alright. There's the sausage tube. You want to know how the sausage is made? No, you don't. Oh, there's another dead people. There's actually a lot of dead people around. Now that you look for them. They're just kind of merged with the walls. Is this anything? No. Can I get into that room? There's like multiple ways that let you look into it, but I don't see a way to get into it. Alright, well, I guess our only path left is to take the elevator. If indeed it is an elevator. And not some kind of man grinder or something. Is there anything over here? Did we go this way already? Yeah, this is the chair. Wait. That's where the elevator is. It's just like a bunch of muscle inside those switches. Okay, that's getting it moving. Or not. It's hard to tell a lot of the time if the machine is actually doing anything at all. Like, it seems like it's trying to grab something and there's nothing there. So I don't know if that means we now have to find a way to move the rest of the wall or what. But that's kind of the types of puzzles in this game. You're given no hints, you just have to figure it out by context. And to do that, we just need to know all of the moving pieces involved first. I mean, this seems to be a pod cart. Can we just, like, grab one of these? Another game where I imagine the smell is probably horrific in this place. Okay, we should be able to activate these, right? No? Maybe we need a different flesh attachment to interact with those little pads. Okay. Well, there's a bunch more of these things here. This is a really big area to be figuring out puzzles in. We got more switches. What about the ones with the lights on them? No? Those are no good too? Oh, I gotta move them around. Okay. That's probably all I need, right? Or do I need one with a light on it? I think the other ones might be like fossilized. Well, I can't move it over. Maybe that's right. We won't know until I go back and hit that other switch. What about this? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. No? No? Well, that one broke. I don't think that's going to help us. Let's try one of the other non-glowing ones. No, you can't actually put one of the doubles there because you can't move up the second row. Experimentation is how we solve this puzzle. We need to learn the variables. Okay. So it rejects those ones, which means we need to bring up the other glowing one. Can't move it left. There has to be an empty slot in a direction for you to move it that way. Now, if I move it up here, it's not going to go anywhere. Oh, but it's a double. So it's going to be more of a pain in the ass to move. Okay. Well, I have to move this one to move it over at all. And I think I need to do this. You kind of want to do a bit of a switcheroo here. Okay, this one right here we can get rid of. Move that like all the way. Oh no, I guess we can't get rid of it. Put it there for now. I mean, we have to use the top row to move this over. I think we want to move it down. No, because we can't move it left if we do that. I think we just need to clear the way, actually. Get this thing all the way over here, where it's completely out of the way. And then... I kind of wedged some of these in the corner. But we need that top row to move it over, so... So I want to do like that, and then move it down. No, we can't move it over. We need to move it in one more space. I mean, at least you can move these pretty quickly, so I can move it all the way back here. Out of the way. Well, I want to get this one rock out of the way as well. But I can't move it up. Move this up. Move this all the way across. That leaves a little extra space. Problem is, there's nowhere where I can move these completely out of the way. So I have to keep shuffling them around. Like, that's going to be in the way later, but I just need to find a point where I can cross over. Like, if I do this, move that down, then I can move this one behind. Right? And I can move this one up and over. There we go. Now we're scorning. Now I just need to move that last one out of the way. Because I gotta move this down and then back up. Where am I gonna move it? I guess over like... No, I can't do that because I have to move it 2 spaces. This one has to go up here. How do I switch these two? And I can't move any of the ones back here any further. Maybe I could. Maybe I could do something here. Now, does that help us, though? No. I gotta move it up and over as well. So it's like that. Gives us a little more clearance. We can move to this, and then... Nope, still can't cross over if I do that. This is gonna be like the rest of the video is this one puzzle. This is basically like a weird version of a sliding tile puzzle. I think these other two pieces are as far back as they can go, though. I can't go any further either. I can't, like, move this stuff around, can I? Well, the crane goes all the way to here. But yeah, there's no other spots to move to. I'm wondering if I gotta put one of the ones over here so it's out of the way. So that I can move one of the twos down. I think that's the thing. We just have to keep making more space to move this thing back. So put this here, because this spot is useless otherwise. Then we can move that one down there. And this one over there. Now we have even more space. Please tell me that's enough to figure this out. I have an idea. I think it might work. Do that. Finally. Now we just put this. This better be the damn right egg after all that. Okay, now I have to get this thing out of the way. Fuck me, where does that go? I think it needs to go where the bottom one is now. But there's nowhere where I can pass over. Like you see, I can't... The only place I could get it to go past is here. God, just when I thought everything was going well and we had it, I have rock problems. I've rock blocked myself. Because you see, we can't move this down here. And if I move this over, it's going to be in the way over here. Fuck. Maybe I need to get that one here. Hold on. Gotta try one more thing. There we go. There's no way this can go wrong any further. Oh boy, that was a rough slider. That was a lot of consideration you had to do. Okay, now if this is not the right one, I'm going to be a little frowny. Don't you break on me. Alright, egg is intact. Eggy is in the basket. There is arms coming out of the back of the egg. Okay. Then we move them down the line. And now we need to get him into a cart, I guess. We haven't actually figured out how to send a cart down there. Like this one here. Got that door. This is just a circle all the way around the outside, but where does this one go? That's where we came in. This is the switch. So I guess that other switch was there the whole time. I just didn't see it at first. I ran all the way around the outside and then back. So I think now we have to either get him to this room, the scooping chamber, or we need to get him to the other room, the sawing chamber. It really is just like a big ice cream scoop. Though the problem is the track is blocked here. And it doesn't feel like I can actually use this to unblock it. Well, maybe that's supposed to be there. Maybe that's like a, you know, bracket to catch the cart. Alright, here's the cart. Oh. Okay. So let's scoop him into the cart. Wait. Okay. The chairlift does not bring you all the way down. Oh, there we go. I gotta lower him myself. Here you go, buddy. Get nice and comfy. Now he is ready for riding. Please keep all of your extra arms inside the cart at all times, as things might get a little bumpy. You snug in there, bud? He's holding on. Seems like he's doing all right. All right. Okay, so this is not an automated thing. We just have to push him. So, which direction is the scooping room? Because I'd rather scoop him than saw him. He's already having a pretty bad time. We don't want to make it worse. And I don't think this world has a concept of mercy. Alright, we need to turn this one. That's a dead end. So the scooping room is... well, there's not really anything kind of memorable near it. But you know, I do kind of like puzzles where you have a lot of different parts of a machine that you have to kind of figure out how to mesh together. There's a couple indie games I want to check out that are basically all that. They're just one room with a bunch of parts of a machine, and you have to figure out how it works. Okay, I think the scooping room is right here. So we want to get the track going all the way around. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, let's get you scooped, boy. Hold on tight. Choo-choo's moving. You having a good time, bud? Yeah, that's good. I don't know why I'm here. Hold on. What? Oh, we gotta give you a little bit of the juice. You want some juice? You thirsty, bud? Yeah, give me the juice. I mean, you were reaching for it, so I don't know why you seem so unhappy now. What did we even do? We just, like, staple the pieces on top. Don't worry, the ride is almost over. This sausage cart only has a few more stops. You may think it hurts now, but wait until we have to separate you from that flesh machine you're attached to. And this is the nice way of separating you. Okay, so we take the crane. We move him over. And in you go. Whoop, whoop. Caught a little bit on the side. Egg has been delivered. Time to scoop. There you go. Doesn't that feel better without all the extra limbs? I mean, that was what it was supposed to do, I guess. He went into the receptacle, but now where did he go? I was kind of hoping he'd be here to pull the switch with me. Hello? Eggman? Eggman? I don't even know what this room is for. Seems like we could have put him in here too. No. There's also this switch, which apparently is not active yet. Oh, that's the saw blade room. Okay, never mind. I would think maybe we need an elevator down. We haven't found a way into that room yet either. I mean, I assume we did the puzzle right. We got a correct result? Maybe we were supposed to saw him. And instead, now we've only scooped him to get an extra arm. Can we take his extra arm? We can. I hope we're not going to plug that in to ourselves. Alright, well, we're doing good down there. I got an achievement. I don't know what it is. I like that he's running, holding the bloody arm in front of him like it's his own. I think we need to... We throw the arm on here to hold it for us. Nope, nope, didn't quite fit. It's got too many fingers. Okay, well, I guess we'll need to trim it a little bit. Can I put the arm in here? I gotta find something to shove this arm into. But what? It's not like there's any other doors around here. We don't need that. Don't need that. I'm thinking maybe like I have to go back where I came from and slap a machine on here too? I think if I just keep trying, he'll eventually break the finger off. Just like smash it. Yeah, I don't remember which way we actually came into this area. And I can't just like rub it against the saw, can I? Be like, hey, let me borrow this. No. What would you do if you had a hand with too many fingers? And didn't have a handy pair of scissors nearby? The only other thing I can think of at the moment is to shove it into that door upstairs. Maybe that will break it off. It looks like to get into this room we need to take an elevator. Because I don't think there's any other complexity to shoving it in here. There's no, like, try a different angle. Looking at how shriveled we are, maybe we should take a bite out of this hand before we lose it. Okay, nothing else up here. push that. Can't shove the arm into this door. Well, I'm out of ideas. We didn't actually go this way, did we? This might lead into that other room that we could see. Ah, it's another one of these doors, though. So it doesn't even matter that we didn't come over here yet, because there's nothing we can do here. I also don't know when this game saves. Like, I don't know if it made an autosave when we got the arm, or if it'll try to make me do this whole area again if I end the episode now. Well, I am going to end the episode now. We made some progress, I think. We almost have this puzzle solved, big question mark. I just have to figure out what to do with this sticky hand. My handy buddy. So thank you for joining me for the start of this playthrough of Scorn. It's definitely going to be an interesting one, I can already tell. But apparently it's not a very long game, which is good because Resident Evil 8 DLC is out next week, and then Signalis after that. So I've got a lot of stuff coming out in a short time that I want to all cover. So I want to kind of hammer through this game. But until the next one, you folks all take care.